Hi everyone. Hold on, I gotta get all these get out of here. Alright. Hello! I am streaming, correct? Yes, I am. Virdo! I said that really loud, I'm sorry. Virdo. I got excited. Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. You did it right before we went live, so I didn't see it. We're working on this today. I actually just got an email, you guys, that is relevant to the stream. My Meg Balls. Thank you for using our own Twitch Prime or Amazon account to subscribe. What a lovely, supportive wife. So, you see we had a little bit of a disaster here. Your emoticon Grumpy has been declined. Email from Twitch. All emote sizes must be of the same image. I thought that I was being a good designer by adjusting the fidelity from image to image. But I guess I did a bad thing. So, what do you all if we work on that instead of this for a little while, do you feel that you have been sold a false bill of goods? Will you be upset with me? Let's see. If we go back and work on the Grumpy avatar. Where is this propeller? What? Yeah, Megs and Virdo are in the cool club now. Let's see. I do not understand where this mysterious thing is. Oh, it's locked. No, it's not locked. This is just sitting right here. Well, the one is in pixel art. It's kind of pixel arty. Where is that? Let's see. I can't open up my recent projects because I will spoil things. So, let's see, where? Grumpy. Let's see if it's Grumpy emote. Grumpy. A Handy Andy just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Wow! 3 subscriptions within the first 3 minutes. If we keep this pace up, a subscription a minute. Thanks, Andy. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, dude. Or girl. I've known girl Andys. Maybe you're a girl Andy. Appreciate it, dudette. Where did I save this damn emote? Let's see. Open in new tab. Will that show me where it is? No. I'll just look up emote. Combo breaker. Oh, here it is. Not lumpy emote is what it. So, see, this is a little weird because I made the smallest one. It looks terrible because I made it fit. I made it legible at that size. And so when it's blown up, it looks really bad. So I can't believe it took them like 2 weeks to tell me that they all needed to be the same size. All right. We're gonna save this as not lumpy emotes 2. I mean, like I think the smallest one is my favorite of the bunch, but now if I do this, if it has to be the same image, oh my god, how strict are they about this? Like, let's see here. We're just gonna edit this real quick and see what happens. Let's see. I'm gonna reset my workspace. Illustration, reset illustration. It got a little messy. I didn't know where anything is. Look, so many stars. So, how to fix this here? How's everyone today? How's your Friday? I put up new work on Lunar Saloon's site. Put up our Game Informer cover this month. We did this month's Game Informer cover, so I put that up on the site. I think that's been most of my day, is doing stuff like that. Oh, to make it look like raster, when you are in Illustrator, hold Option, Command, and Y, and it toggles between pixel preview and vector. So you can also go up, if you go up to View, pixel preview is right here. Yeah, it's a handy thing for that sort of stuff. Let's see. So here, we're just gonna make this bigger and see what it looks like at these other sizes. And it could be terrible, but maybe we can adjust it a little bit. Because I like the little one the best, and that's the one that most people are going to see, right? So, no problem. Always happy to help. Wait, are my events not working? Or new people followed, the alert didn't work for them though? I see what's happening. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. Why isn't the alert working? Let's not worry about it quite yet. Bluffed. Did I go to design school? I went to art school. I went to, got a BFA, so I took a lot of, painting classes and sculpture classes and things of that nature. Hey, Nico. You want it all to be the same picture? I'll give you the same picture. Let's see. I don't like this little thing over here, but I guess you also don't really notice it, do you? Let's see. Well, Leah, I don't know if it's going to be a permanent decision. I mostly every site has a friggin' round round avatar now, and my like pill-shaped avatar was starting to not work super well with some of them. And so because of that, I made circle Alex. It's a perfect circle. It looks a little ovalish just because of the ears. The ears make it a little wider, but so it fits with the circle better, and it just kind of made me laugh. Like, it's really it's really stupid looking, and I can't decide if it's a bad stupid or a good stupid, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah. Yeah, that's so yeah, but like I said, I don't know if it's going to be a permanent thing or if it's just good for a laugh right now, you know? I did do it for the lulz. I was like, I wonder if I can make a round avatar to fit Twitter and everything else like a little better. And I did it, and I just started laughing. And I was like, well, yeah, maybe this is okay. For anyone that doesn't follow me on Twitter, this is, let's see, we are talking about... we're talking about this. So this is my avatar for a long time. And... and this is the round one. And I tried to do a Boba Fett. I tried to do a Boba Fett helmet in it. And it's kind of interesting. It was like challenging to work within a circle. You know, in comparison, you can see the existing... oh god, there's all these... You can see the existing Boba Fett. Let's see. It's really stupid. Bro, you can't say retarded anymore. What the fuck? Why is this... Let's see. Align. Tongue align. Where's my align tongue button? Let's see. They would fit on BB-8 pretty well, right? What am I doing here? I'm making his nose more detailed. And then I'm going to shrink this down to the other one. And then they shouldn't notice that this smallest one is different from these two. Right? As long as they don't watch the stream, they won't notice. Let's see. I can't believe that they were like, all of them have to be the same image. Well, maybe... you should tell people that in the specifications. You dummies. I'm gonna fight a Twitch employee. So help me God. That's okay, Nico. Your apology is accepted. Language barriers are a hell of a thing. I will fight. You find a Twitch employee, I'll bring him on stream and I'll fight him. Drive him out here to Minneapolis and I'll fight him. Show them what's wrong with their stupid user interface. Oh, that looks weird. Did I mess it up? I think I messed it up. Alright, we'll invite Pete. Our buddy Pete, who left Minneapolis for the hellscape of California to work at Twitch. Next time he's in town, we'll invite him on the stream and I'll fight him. I think this will be some good stream content. Oh god, the nose is horrible. I think this nose, I'm making it worse and worse. Lumpy, you don't need nostrils, buddy. My bad. Yeah, Pete does have long arms. He's like a human spider. I don't think I could fight him. I think he'd kick my ass. I wouldn't be able to reach him. And he does stupid things like exercise regularly and stuff like that, so... You know, it's really just... It's an unfair fight from the start. Okay, so let's submit this and we'll wait another 2 weeks to see if Twitch accepts this one or in their infinite wisdom dreams up a new rule that I didn't follow. We'll see. Whatever, I don't even care about these pixels not aligning. I don't even care. We're doing this. Pete would be pretty good at that. Alright, so let's try this again. We're going to save all of these. Let's see, do they want me to save them as a PNG? A PNG? A ping, a PNG, please. Where's the damn? Where's the window? Your emoticon Grumpy has been declined. What? Yeah, the where's that pixel perfect button? Is it this thing? Yeah, it makes stuff weird though. I don't like how it just arbitrarily changes shapes. Maybe it'd be okay for this though. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bruh. What? Bruh. What? No. Why did I give him a cow lick? And see, maybe I can just select part of it and we'll do this. Alright, that's alright. Alright. Alright, so let's see. We'll do a live submission on stream. So let's see. Twitch. Gotta go to my settings. I'm doing it on my you don't need to apologize for Illustrator. Let's see. Dashboard. Nope. Yes, dashboard setting. Here, you all here. Since we're talking about Twitter and or Twitch's UI stuff, here's how you submit icons on Twitch. You have to click on this thing. You have to go to dashboard, which I'm in, dashboard, And then you go over to settings. Okay. And then it has all these things that have check marks off. And then you go to emoticons, and it's in here. Doesn't really seem like the most intuitive place to put it, but well, I'm not a designer. What do I know? Let's see. All right, PNG, save. Let's see. Let's save this. Free time design, Twitch, Grumpy 2. Let's see, this is Grumpy 28. That was 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, I think. Grumpy 56. And last but not least, Grumpy 112. Or 112. Or 112. It's weird how many different ways there are to say numbers, isn't it? Okay, so we did that. So then we go here. Small image. Let's see. Free time design. Twitch. Grumpy 2. This is our Grumpy 28. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Grumpy 56. Get in that box. Grumpy 112. Unique code. This will be capitalized and appended after your emoticon prefix. So this time, let's just do it as Umpy. So it's Alex GR1 Umpy. Do we agree with this? Is this okay? Because last time it was Alex GR1 Grumpy, which was a little redundant, if we're being honest, right? So, as a Twitch affiliate, your prefix has been pre-generated and cannot be pre-changed. There. All right, we're trying this again. All right, that's done. Now we're going to go back to Bowser Trump. Trying to tell me your emoticon Grumpy has been declined. All right, it's a starship. We're going to close that. All right. Back to this. So I am going to So how about that healthcare vote, you guys? Still gonna get to keep my crappy insurance, but at least it won't get any crappier. Grumpy 501. I like it. Okay. It does feel like a whole month that's happened in the last 2 days. I'm so tired. Oh, this weekend I got no plans. Tonight I'm going to MCAD. There's a exhibition opening. The exhibition is for a handful of the students that I had in my class last summer. So that's going to be fun. Get to see what they've been working on since I last saw them. Get to judge their final output. Some of them it's fun because they the projects that they're featuring in their show were projects that they made in my class. So I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that I have a small amount of pride about that fact. I'm glad that in some small way I enabled them to make something that they are proud of in my class. But they deserve most of the credit because they made the damn thing. Let's change this blue. Just for now. Let's... What about purple? Purple works with everything, honestly. Purple makes everything better. It's a pretty good color. We're just going to use that for now. How's that? Because that purple, or the blue and that green weren't jiving so well. You dig? I guess it's kind of an annual student exhibit. It's part of their, graduation. Like, their final project is to put together a small exhibit. So that as a group, they, put together set exhibits. And Megs is going to go, and Megs will meet some of my old students. Icons. Yeah, I do them in Illustrator. And when I've had projects that had more than 100 icons, I would just figure out some way to, one file would be icons A through P, and then the next one would be P through Z. It's weird that P was the first letter that I thought of. It's kind of weird, right? So that is on a black background, and all of this is like dithered with black. So we're gonna do it with purple. I don't think there's any way to remove the limit, the artboard limit. Adobe's just holding us back from our true potential. Doyle Designs. Question from Doyle Designs. Doyle Designs raises their hand and asks, my question is, why not work in something like Photoshop if you're dealing with pixel art? Because I'm not a smart man, Dylan. Doyle. I got part of your name right. Because I like the very slow methodical process of moving squares around. And So I just like that, and that's why I do it in Illustrator. It's not the most efficient way. I've made pixel art in Photoshop, and it is much more efficient, but kind of like for the smaller single illustrations that I do, Illustrator suits me just fine, really. So that's why. But yeah, if you're making like a lot of pixel art or something, don't use Illustrator. It is bad for that. Hey, Zippy. Alright, so we have these, like, different frames to make for the tail. I am not going to worry about them right now, but at some point I gotta tackle it. You dig? Alright. Now we gotta, so here's the thing. This Trump that I made right here matched, he is no longer with us in this file, but he kind of matched the fidelity of Dr. Robotnik in Sonic, which is what this illustration is from, the one that we're looking at right now. But Bowser is bigger in the clown car, and I just feel like Trump is too small right now. His hands are the right size, but his body has to grow to really nail it. So with that growing, we're going to make his face bigger. It's going to give us a good opportunity to get all like the flappy bits underneath his neck. Because my number one criticism of most Trump illustrations is that they don't actually make him fat enough. So we're going to make him fat and disgusting. As disgusting as we can. So without further ado, let's start figuring that out. Oh, that's nice. Just his eyes and his hair just floating like a ghost. Oh man, I don't know. Just stuff spilling out over the sides. Just like a grotesque Guillermo del Toro. I mean, he kind of is riding in a large version of his own head, isn't he? You can set the transformation to nearest neighbor in Photoshop if you want to scale it. But if you don't want your pixels to be scaled, like the shapes that you've made to be altered, you can also, I just work at, like, if I want the final illustration to be 500 pixels, then I just work at a 100 by 100 pixel square, and then when I save it at 5 times the scale. So stuff like that. So let's do some research here. Trump neck fat. Let's see, this is good reference. This is all good reference. That's good reference. Get that. Let's see. He's just so horrible to look at. He doesn't really like have a chin. Right? Okay. We'll make a layer in here. eye burning reference will be the name of our layer. I mean, at least we're not making an illustration of Steve Bannon, right? It could be worse. It could be worse. Just look at the bright side. It could always be worse. Imagine if we were to do Sarah Huckabee Sanders and we had to spend all that time just really perfecting her lazy eye. Going, yeah, it still kind of looks like the eyes are looking in the same direction. The likeness just isn't there. Oh, that's pretty good, Megs. That's like a different take on the Steve Bannon controlling Trump's body like Krang. Okay, so we're gonna make his eyes bigger. We're gonna make everything is going to be bigger, not better, just bigger. I started to make a shell, but I don't know if he'll have a shell. Let's see. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna get rid of all this stuff. Oh, you never noticed her eye, man? There's the eye, and then there's the fact that the eyes are like an inch apart from each other. It's a problem. You know how like old royal families, like when you looked at them and you're like, they all look a little fucked up. Like it's maybe like cousins have been hooking up with cousins for a little too long. That's what half of this administration looks like. And it's really weird. It's like we've come full circle back to where the ruling class all kind of looks a little messed up. Alright, so everything's going to be bigger. I don't know if we should give him horns. I don't know if that might be overplaying my hand a little bit. The Lannister administration. It's pretty good. Pretty good, Nico. He doesn't always pay his debt. That is a good point. He's not even as good as a Lannister. It's like a Lannister that doesn't pay his debts. I'm going to eat some sunflower seeds on stream. We're going to go full Kentucky here. You ready? You ready? You just open up and you throw them all in. Oh, this is gross because I'm going to have to chew them and spit them out in my cup. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. What's up? It's your it's your boy. Is that an I or an L? It's either it's a bool. It's a boy. It's your boy. Yes, I do pixel art. And yes, it is Trump. We're making Bowser Trump. This was a mistake. Alright, so now we get to make his eyes bigger. It's Yabu! It's Yabu! Yes. I should probably just put a disclaimer somewhere on the site about how I make pixel art in Illustrator, and I don't endorse it. But it's what I do. Can we give him rectangle pupils? Like he's a goat? Let me suffer alone. Yeah, man, it's possible. Anything's possible with enough self-loathing. I just work on a grid in Illustrator. Well, you know, you can take the boy out of Kentucky, but you can't take the Kentucky out of the boy. What is going on with his eyes? Eyes are hard. Eyes are the most difficult part of pixel art. It is tedious. That's what I like about it. I like that it's tedious. A little poop jumping on his head. What? Last time... Oh! Fuck. Last time... I think it's on my Twitter on there. Oh no, I got rid of it. Where's my old illustration? Where's the animation? The animation exists somewhere. I was going to show you how the last one is illustrated, but here you go. There it is. With that dead thing on his head, hopping up and down. Oh, that one does have all the Chaos Emeralds. He's got to be hunched down. Got to be a little hunchy, right? What is wrong with this? His nose is quite bad. We're just not gonna worry about it right now. Let's see. We can put something where his chin is supposed to be. Maybe a Java. I think I'd like to keep going with video game villains. Because the problem with comparing him to Jabba is that Jabba is somewhat competent. Like, he has amassed something, and his things are going pretty well. But Trump bears more resemblance to just totally incompetent villains like Bowser, who can't ever do anything right. Or Dr. Robotnik. But the Dr. Robotnik one doesn't really hold up perfectly because, as my buddy Luke pointed out, Dr. Robotnik at least believes in science. So that it doesn't hold up perfectly. I do have a sub button now. Twitch affiliate. I'm an affiliate, so I have a sub button. It's like being their friend, but with very few benefits. You all getting into anything fun this weekend? A lake house, that sounds nice. So let's test something. Let's test a follow. Okay, so the follows are working. I don't know why I wasn't seeing some people's follows in the alert box. Interesting. All right, well. I swear it was not working, but I guess it is. I only get one emote. We submitted it on the stream. We made an emote that is totally not Lumpy. It is a character named Grumpy that I own full rights to and have the rights to make a thing of. I don't know where Todd is. I mean, I think at this point, he's essentially kidnapped a majority of the country, right? All right, Beardo. Have a good one. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate it. I'm like waving. You can't see my. I should wave. When I wave, I should go off to the side. So I should be like, "See ya," and then I can come back. What's up, Jeff? Hey, Jeff, those icons that you posted on Twitter look pretty sharp, man. Nice work. Clag, yeah, I still don't know if that if that round thing is gonna stick around, but it makes me laugh for now. So, as long as it keeps making me laugh, I think it'll stick around. Well, I'm glad that you were able to take what you learned and run with it. I don't know, make his cheek, making cheeks, making organic shapes with pixels can sometimes be a real pain. Especially when there's so much organic material to make. Yeah, it's a lot of zooming. It's a lot of going, making a change and then going, how legible is that from far away? Oh God. Why? How did I get in this Pinterest board? I don't want to be here. I just wanted to look at this Huckabee family photo. Oh, the background noise would be my air conditioner because it's hot in here. All right, so do you think that I should give him a green? I don't know. Should I just make him wearing a suit? What do y'all think? Put him in a suit? All right. Oh God, a birthday's. No one. No. 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 We can't do that to people. Cruel and unusual is what that is. You are on a roll today. Okay, so let's see here. Let's give him a suit. It's a horror movie. Just take away his eyes. Let's see where. What layer is that on? Okay. Actually, I want the hair to still be on the same layer so that I can animate it. So a little red hat with a Russian hammer and sickle on it. Okay, so well then if his hair is going to be flying up and off, then I have to finish making the rest of his bald ass head. Or maybe this time his hair stays on and it's a hat that flies off. Alright. There's a sad bald head that he's so ashamed of. Alright, so we got face, we got his hair. Alright, and here we'll put his suit. Hey, you all. Thanks for chatting today. I appreciate it. I appreciate you chatting. It makes my job much easier. Thank you. Alright, so are you gonna even be able to see his tie knot underneath his fat neck? Maybe his tie is like flying backwards here. I guess he wouldn't be wearing a green tie, would he? Would he? You know, Spotify's random play makes me really regret having like a favorite band, like liking Bruce Springsteen as much as I do. I just have a lot on there, and I wish there was some settings where you could be like, maybe play Bruce as much as everything else, not just play it all the time because I have it on here, but maybe just rein it back a little bit. I understand I have a lot of it, but oh, I see what you're saying, Matt. That might work. Yeah, it could be, but I've done frames with a lot of animation before. I think the point where I was like, I can't do all pixel animations in Illustrator was when I made my Samus helmet, and I did like 200 and some frames, and it was just overwhelming and stupid and not smart on my part. That was the point where I was like, okay, you know what? I am not making anything this complex again. Jeff raises his hand and asks, Alex, how do you not get completely bogged down animating this kind of thing? I did that really simple Box Boy animation. It was like 6 frames and was a total nightmare. I think that over time I kind of anticipate what I am going to animate ahead of time and put the things that I'm going to animate on different layers. And it helps me just keep track of the illustration much easier. Like I just moved the tie to its own layer because I might animate that, so I might make like 3 tie layers and tie 1, tie 2, tie 3, and then just make sure I alternate between them when I'm like saving out the file. Like I'm gonna animate his hair, so I put his hair on its own layer. That usually helps me keep track of things. And then of course, like you can see here, the way that I do it is I build each frame in Illustrator and then import them. I don't know how to do his back here. More Bruce Springsteen. Look, I like Bruce Springsteen. Please stop. Please stop, Spotify. Let's make him like have like a gross like hunchback thing. Bless you, Megs. I feel like if he looks a little bit like Penguin in Batman 2, that's pretty close. Yes, that is. Yep, I had to take a lot of the Beatles that I had off because I couldn't couldn't fucking stand it. Just the same thing over and over again. What layer is this on? It kind of sucks with a suit. You can't do a ton of detail because it's just a dark suit, right? Oh God! No, no. This is okay. What a horrible thing. But I don't know. I mean, even Garfield likes lasagna, right? Trump's favorite meal is ketchup and steak. Like he's 10 years old. Oh, well done steak too? Oh man. I bet he does just get meat and bread. Gross. Old fat bastard. Would that joke fly in America today? I don't know. Whoops. Uh oh. He gets buffalo sauce and just rubs it on his face. I hate this. Not the ketchup on his face. It's too much. What if I do it just like this? Hi, Isabella. The ketchup packets. So gross. It kind of sucks that he and all his little assholes have ruined Red Hats. Because they really kind of have, right? Yeah, it's a real bummer. I think one of the my favorite photos. There's a lot of good photos that sum up the stupidity of this bunch of fucking numbnuts running the country right now. But I think my favorite one is Jeff Sessions with this hat on. This Keebler elf with "Make Mexico Great Again" also. It's just like these are the people making decisions at the highest level. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking idiots. Here's Rudy. Like, I hope that future generations don't... I hope that they don't use their official portraits. I hope that they use things like this. Because this is the stuff that truly communicates what we're dealing with. Official portraits are too nice. It's like whitewashed history. It's history. History. Raw history. Oh. Where'd your seat go? Here's what that view looks like. It's just a bunch of squares. You know what we need to do? We need to put other things floating around him. We need to put a turtle for Mitch McConnell. Let's see. Do they... Did Super Mario have turtles? Yes. Well, yes. Stupid turtles. Sean Spicer gonna be a ghost. Wait, did I just inadvertently make a Dark Tower reference? It might be. Oh, the turtles have capes on. I also think because I think it needs more Mario things in it to really drive home what it is. Because I don't think everyone is as familiar with Bowser and his clown thing as they are. Oh yeah, there is the turtle. On its shell sits the earth, the turtle of enormous girth. It can also be that mean son from Super Mario 3. Does he need spikes on his back? Is it too much? Is that too stupid? Because it would just be wearing Bowser's shell at that point, right? Making this is kind of nice and therapeutic, honestly. So ridiculous. All right. I'm just gonna basically totally rip off this thing. Yeah, there's something therapeutic about it. I don't know. But there's also a limit. Like, I don't. It can be too much. They're just like, ugh, just. They're just all such assholes. They're just big assholes. Like, I thought about, like, I want to make the, like, Mega Man screen with all the enemies and just put all of the administration, but I don't know that I want to spend that much time making it stuff. You all know how long these pixel art things take me. It seems maybe it could be a bit too much time. Yeah, you can't make them look like idiots. That feels okay. Thanks, Andy. I have also been doing this for many years now, so I often feel like I should be faster at it, considering how much I've done, but oh well. I don't think I'll ever work as quickly as I would like to. Just have to accept it. Scaramucci's wife just filed for divorce? What? What in the world? What in the world? What a stupid, stupid administration. Jesus. I mean, just based on what I've seen in the past few days, I don't really blame her. But man, what timing. Let's see, what is... Let's see. I mean, it seems like a pretty calculated move to wait until he gets such a high profile position and then do it. Can I put spectacles on its nose? Will that work? Fuck yeah, you can put glasses on it. Alright. Good. think after I finish up this turtle, we'll call it a stream. How about that? Yeah, that thing is very satisfying, Nico. I caught up on last week's Game of Thrones last night with Megs. I liked it. I don't know, not that much happened in that episode. It just kind of seems like it's like continuing to build up. Right? They have little red shoes on, huh? Thanks, Jeff. It was coming out nicely until I started on the feet. Now it's all falling apart. Let's see. Oh god, I just realized I'm gonna have to animate the wings. Mario flying turtle sprite. Okay, it looks like they just have 2 frames, at least for the flying Goombas. Yeah, there's a down and up. Okay. We can do that. We can do down and up. Ah, I nudged it too much. It's moving on its own. It's possessed. Possessed. Look, Ma, no hands. Alright. Alright, I like this more now that it's... He's got a little crony... following him around. All right, well, with that turtle knocked out, I think we're just going to call it there for the day. We got a good amount done today, I think. Yeah, this will be a good entry in a series of Trump as video game antagonist. So, we're gonna call it. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Let's see. I think next week we will probably, in earnest, begin streaming that work for cartridge that I was telling you about. So, client work will be making a return to the stream. Yeah, we'll figure out a time to animate this so I can show you all the even more tedious process for animating this stuff. So, thanks for hanging out, y'all, and everyone have a great weekend, and I will see you back here next week.